on Shake the City podcast right now. You tuned in. Welcome to everybody tuning in. So before I even get started, I just want to shout out my boy Blaze, 14-in-1 Clothing. Appreciate you, man. He got some tough hoodies, tough street gear. Go check him out. I'm going to put his Instagram in the description. But yo, this week, right now on Shake the City, we got a fucking legend in the building. This is like, bro, somebody that helped shape New York sound for what it is today. He just wrapped up Rowdy Rebel's album. You've seen him working with a lot of dope people, man. But most importantly, bro, this is the man that built with Pop Smoke and gave us some of the most legendary music of the last few years in New York.
Love.
Corey Cutz, man.
Yes, sir.
Corey Cutz, bro.
Boy, abstract.
I'm so happy that we've been like able to connect in the last couple of weeks.
Oh yeah, it's been great, bro. It's been great. Real serious vibes.
It has, definitely. But yo, man, you know, like what I like to do on this shit is like really kind of take people back in the first few minutes and really kind of tell them like how you got started in the music game and, you know, like what was your first experience in music, you know? Like
my first experience in music, I mean, I guess it starts real young. I've always been a fan of music since a child, you know, like always listening to music. My dad is a musician, so he's playing me a bunch of rock, metal music growing up to that shit.
Yeah.
And I guess I got more serious. I wanted to pick up the guitar and learn how the guitar works, everything.
That's hard.
And then it kind of was, I felt a little stagnated because I was like, oh, you know, I didn't like to sit down and practice for hours and hours, you know.
Yeah.
And then later on in life, I went to audio engineering school. And I feel like the juncture where I decided to go to audio engineering school was the point where I was going to take it seriously because I had left architecture school to go to audio engineering school because I really wanted to make a career out of music. And I didn't know how. So I had to start really like putting two and two together. So that was the point where it serioused up for me. Like when I made the decision, like, oh, I want to do this with my life.
Yo,
then
that's a crazy
everything
moment.
else after that, like people could say like, oh no, this is where it was serious. Oh no, this is where it got more serious and more serious. But at that moment, that's when I knew for sure that shit was going to be like, no, this is what my life is going to consist of. Like,
wow.
It's music from here on out.
You went to SAE too, right?
Yeah, I went to SAE. Yep.
So like how?
I went from NJIT to SAE.
Oh,
so,
shit, yeah. So like going to school, because I went to school myself, I did like a year at IAR.
Yeah.
But looking back, like how much do you think that school actually helped you, like in terms of like?
School helps when you don't know better. Like, like sometimes a lot of people, like me growing up listening to like rock and metal music, not really listening to too much hip hop, like growing up.
Right.
Like I didn't really understand how like beats were made or anything like that. Like I just thought like, all right, you have a band and you make songs and da-da-da-da. And then after I learned more about audio engineering in school at SAE, they told us like, oh yeah, you can make any sound you want on a computer. You can make orchestras, drum sets, guitars, whatever. You can make new sounds if you want. And I'm like, oh really? I was like, that sounds fucking crazy. I was like, I'm locked in. I'm locked in now. So ever since SAE, like I decided to go into SAE with like blank slate. Like I knew I was gonna go there and I could have like studied up a little bit before, but I was like, you know what? Let me just go in blank slate because I don't want to maybe like learn something out of order. You know what I'm saying? I want the people who know about this stuff to teach me from the ground up. Let me build my ground knowledge because I don't know anything.
I feel that.
And then, you know, progress. So.
And I feel like that's what school is good for. Like it's not going to give you everything, but it's going to give you the foundation to build on.
No, that's a fact. The most important thing that I want people to understand about audio engineering school is that it will teach you what everything is. It will teach you what a compressor is, what a preamp is, what an EQ is, but it's up to you to learn how to use it how you want.
Right.
To build your sound, like how you want to use your EQs, how you want to use your compressors. There's a bunch of ways you can use them, but it's up to you to build your own sound.
Yep. Nah, real talk. You couldn't have said it any better. So, you know, things go from like, you know, you kind of had music as something in your head that you wanted to do. You go to audio school, and then getting out of there, like at what point did it kind of get really serious for you to be like, yo, like shit's taking off?
Yeah. So like, ever since the start of the musical journey, there's points where it becomes more and more serious. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
You're gonna know when I tell you all these stories and stuff. So after audio engineering school, they have job placements, everything like that. You know, they want to make their numbers look good. All our graduates are job placed now, you know. So so they try to, you know, do little easy routes, put you in AV, put you in here, put you in there. But I'm like, listen, man, I need to be in the goddamn studio. You know what I'm saying? Like you put me on SSLs and Neves and everything like that. Now you got me warmed up to the studio shit. That's where I want to be. And they're like, oh, it's very competitive. I don't know. I was like, bro, I was at one of the top in my class. Like, don't worry, I got this. Like, so then they get me an internship interview at Quad Studios.
Nice.
Land the interview. They said right after the interview, like a few hours later, they hit me back like, you're cool. You're going to be an intern. I was like, yes.
That's fire.
Then my first big studio experience happened. Became an intern at Quad Studios. I'm in there, I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Big studio vibe, big speakers, everything
Right.
expensive, looking
Right.
nice, organized, everything. So I'm like, I didn't even know what to expect halfway going to Quad. I know some people who was like heavy in the music scene in New York already know about Quad Studios, infamous studio.
Yep.
But for me, I didn't know anything. I was like, all right, cool, studio time. You
So
know
it
what
probably
I'm saying?
like blew your mind. You're
Oh,
like, oh,
it head
shit.
cracked me. It head cracked me.
Yeah.
I remember one of the craziest experiences that I had, like first getting there, like even before I knew like what the vibe was working here, because you know everybody has jobs. You work here, you work there, but you never know what it's gonna be like. And then they're like, okay, so you're an intern, you gotta clean the studio. Go in and clean the main room. And I was like, and I'm going around and I'm looking in the room and I'm like, oh, this shit is clean. I was like, everything organized. There's nothing out of place. There's nothing dirty, everything. And then I go to the owner and he's like, and I'm like, yo, bro, the room is clean. And he goes, what? And then he walks me in the room and then drags his finger across like something and he sees the dust. And then he's like, bro, you call this clean? And I'm like, oh, okay, we're that serious right now. Like we're on that level of detail right now. So then that's when it like serioused up for me. I'm like, okay, this is not a regular job. This is not like you're at a store, you're doing this, whatever, it's lackadaisical. No, you need to be on point if you want to like grow here. Like this is competition. This is competitive. This is not just like you're gonna like coast and get by. Like no.
Yo, funny side note, that dust is definitely like just pounds of weed smoke just piling down. Because we
just smoke.
No matter how clean you keep your studio, like we even get that sometimes. Like it's just it accumulates.
No. Speaking just side note, I know this is probably not gonna be
go ahead.
But dust is fucked because even if wherever humans exist, that's where dust comes from. Like dead skin particles, your fucking breath, shit from your hair, from your smoke, from
got
whatever.
groundbreaking
So
information coming right now.
Yeah,
this is real scientific fact.
Dust will accumulate wherever humans are.
Dust will accumulate wherever humans are. Write that down. That's crazy. Like you end up cleaning the studios at Quad, and then to go from like an intern, bro, to like where you're at now, like that's a huge fucking like that's dedication. That's
and not everyone can make it too.
Dude, the odds are against you in that scenario. Like the percentage of the people that go from interning to really being a successful engineer. You know how hard it is to be a real career successful engineer? It's not easy.
Yeah, because a lot of people want to do it. Like a lot of people want the lifestyle that they think is gonna be like easy, but it's actually disguised.
Right.
It's disguised with fun and music and
Real
everything like
shit.
that, but it's really a lot of hard work. So it all depends on like the amount of pain you put in. Like you know that, bro.
Bro,
Shit.
I'm not. Bro, you're saying like everything that I always preach to people. Like, it's fucking dope.
Cause another thing, good tidbit for the people right now. Like if you find yourself interning in a studio, you find yourself doing studio work, you want to be an engineer, you want to be a producer, whatever reason you got into the studio, is like this is the thing that separates studio work from like regular jobs, like the competitiveness, being detailed about the competitiveness and realizing, like one of my OGs said, he was like, yo, did you come to Quad Studios to make friends or did you come here to have a career?
Nah,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
facts,
And
bro.
like you can be friendly with other people, like we're friendly. Everyone you interact with, you show them respect, you be kind to them, everything.
Yep.
And it's just like, but at the end of the day, you know why you're grinding at Quad. You know why you're interning for $0. You know why you're putting in pain. You're not doing it to make a friend. You're doing it to have a career.
Bro.
You're building your skill set. And it's like if you're not actively doing that, if you're not actively doing it, it's not gonna happen. Like it just doesn't happen. Like you don't just magically get information. Like you have to actively practice.
Thank you.
Try shit.
Thank you. Like even I feel like you're the type of person that even in your spare time, when like let's say you're just by yourself, it's an off day, you don't got much going on, like you're still gonna like you enjoy searching for knowledge and learning things. And bro, a lot of times, bro, like people don't take the time, the extra time, the downtime to like really educate themselves on what they want to. And then it's like they wonder why their progress is slow. And I'm like, bro, you got to be hungry for this shit. Like
sometimes, like what it takes. Like I know I did this for Pop, I do this for Rowdy, I've done this for people in the past. It's just how you get better. For me, this is how you get better as an engineer. If you just worked with an artist, like okay, I'm gonna paint this picture for y'all people. Imagine you're a brand new engineer at a studio. You just got hired, everything. All right, cool. Your career's taking off steadily but surely. You know what I'm saying? Now you get in sessions. So if you just worked with a new up-and-coming artist, maybe he's already popping, maybe he's not, and you like the music. You're the engineer, by the way. I'm speaking from this perspective.
Yep.
And you like the song that y'all just recorded. In your spare time, go mix that record. I'm talking to you young engineers. Go mix that record in your spare time. You will learn how you want to make records sound. That is important for development of engineering, like to understand how you want records to come out. You know what I'm saying? Practice that, because then on the records that you love, it'll be easier to practice. You like to hear it. You want to hear that record over and over again. So if you recorded something that excites you, cool. Take that record home, practice mixing it, work on it. You're
Definitely.
gonna get better.
Definitely. So me personally, like I love what I do. So, you know, I take the time, like I create stuff, you know, without seeing the initial money or payback. Of
course.
Like, you know, we're kind of living in a generation where it's like people want everything like now. And if they don't see the immediate results, it's like they give up or they lose hope. Like, can you speak to like the work that you put in that doesn't always get seen by the camera, or like the time that like when you were at the bottom and you were just coming up, that you knew that you had to do certain things because like you had to put in that extra mile, you know, you had to put in that extra work. Like a lot of people, like, bro, they don't want to put in that extra effort, you know what I mean? Like I don't think they understand the level that it takes to really like dedication, bro. Like you have to sacrifice damn near everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I didn't mean to cut you off,
Nah, you're
but,
good, bro. You're good.
Nah, if y'all don't want to put in that extra work, then go get a 9 to 5.
Exactly.
Straight up. Like, I'll tell you that straight up. You're not meant for this. Like,
Yeah.
you got to have a passion. You got to have a love for it. A lot of us in this industry, you guys probably the same way. Like, we do this shit for free before we get paid for it. You know what I'm saying? Before, you got to prove yourself before people want to work with you. You got to have proven results. So it's like a lot of times if you want this life, you got to do shit for free first. I've done mixes for free. I've done recording sessions for free. I've done mad shit for free, made beats for free, everything for free until people really recognize you. And then it's like, all right, cool. Now you can really stand on your work. Once you have the work done that you can stand on, you got to stand on it, because then that's going to allow you to make the steps up, you know? Because, damn, what was your initial question?
Nah, you know, I mean, you pretty much said it, bro. It's just, I just wanted to explain that, yo, a lot of young producers and they like young engineers, like they want everything now, especially in the internet age, you know what I'm saying? Like things happen quick. So it's like, people see other people getting this overnight success and they have this dream in their head, like, yo, I can get it tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just that, but yo, it really takes years of, you know, like getting into the right situations, like opening different doors. It's like a networking, it's a cause and effect thing.
For the people who want to do some research out there who's listening to this, just research Lil Durk's whole career. His whole career, because Lil Durk was rapping for years before people was recognizing him at all, and then the second he gets a Drake cosign, everyone's like, hey, you guys know about Lil Durk? Like, people been listening to Lil Durk, bro. Where is you?
Nah,
but that's always the case. Like, there's always going to be years of pre-preparation and work. Even like before I met Pop and my career like exponentially skyrocketed. I've been putting in work for years. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like you do that work so that when that opportunity comes, you are ready for it. Because you don't want to run into your Pop Smoke. You don't want to have your moment in life and then realize like, damn, maybe I'm not like ready for this yet. You know what I'm saying? Because good story. Early in my career, I worked with Travis Scott.
Damn.
I worked with Travis Scott 2 weeks after Antidote dropped.
That's crazy.
I just started engineering 6 months ago.
Wow.
So I knew 100%, like, I probably am not ready to work with Travis Scott. I'm going to take the opportunity anyway and learn from it, because a lot of other people at the studio was like not wanting to take the session. I don't know why. That's up to them, but I took that shit. They offered it to me and I took it right away. I was not about to say no to a Travis Scott session. I knew that it's going to be on my resume forever after that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I took the opportunity. Definitely learned so much in the session. I knew I wasn't ready. Definitely wasn't ready, but you got to take opportunities like that and just learn along the way.
There you go, bro.
Don't be afraid to fail. Just know that you're going to learn something when you do.
Nah, bro, you're dropping gems already. So that actually brings up another point. Like I just wanted to, you know, quickly, I mean, everybody knows at this point that, you know, you and Pop had a good relationship. Y'all damn near built a sound together, you know, like, and, you know, like, I just wanted to ask, you know, like some of your favorite moments, like the energy in the room when y'all was like cooking up, you know, like, bro, the chemistry had to be there, you know what I'm saying? Because like, you could just tell, bro.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Bro, like it was always like high, like was it always good vibes, high energy?
Yeah, it was always high energy, always super high energy. Like I feel like me and Pop came to the studio with the same attitude in mind of like, we're about to make some fucking hits today.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we about to make some shit that's gonna shake New York up. Like that was the vibe I always felt him come to the studio with, and every time I'm in the studio, I have that vibe. So it's like,
no, I feel like you have that vibe with everybody too.
Yeah.
Like, bro,
I like to make people's best music.
Bro,
like, no matter who you are in the studio with me.
Yeah, nah, real shit. You know, part of being an engineer or producer is also like setting the tone for the room, the vibe for the room. Because bro, like sometimes the artist needs you to be like, give them that energy. You know what I'm saying?
You're the captain of the ship at the end of the day. When an artist comes into the studio, like they want to be able to trust you driving the boat. If it's an experienced artist or a new artist, like they're gonna put that same amount of trust in you, because whether you're if you're an experienced artist, you've been to the studio mad times, you've been to different studios mad times, and then they know the vibe. They know the vibe of the studio. They know what's what they can get. They know if there's interns, I can get runs, I can get water, coffee, tea, whatever, etc. delivered to me. So like the bigger artists, they have a higher expectation.
Yep.
So it's like, but at the end of the day, they're like, they know that this shit is not gonna work well if the engineer doesn't know what they're doing. Same thing as like an up and coming artist could have like a similar idea in their head of like, damn, I don't really know what I'm doing. I hope that this engineer at this big studio that I'm just paying all this money to go to, I hope that this guy, he can hold it down for me and like I can get better at making music or whatever. Because that was always my vibe when I was working with a new artist who I never met before. I'm like, all right, maybe I can make this person better today. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good approach. Yeah. That's definitely a good approach. So that kind of like makes me want to ask questions about what's going on today, man. Because like after doing all these things, you know, starting from being an intern, even starting before that, going to school, then being an intern, working your way up, meeting Pop, working with all these people. Now you come into like 2022, bro, and like things have evolved a lot in the last couple years, you know, in terms of music and the direction drill has gone, New York is gone. Like, so my first real question is like, with the drill sounding the way it does now, like how do you feel about it? Are you a fan of it? Like these new, like, you know, the Queens, you got Shawnee Bin Laden doing this different type of sound. And then
I like the Bronx drill sound. It's aggressive. You know, I like aggressive music. They got energy. I like it. At the end of the day, the name of the game like is like you're selling your energy to people. So if people can feel your energy through the records, people is gonna like it. They're gonna gravitate to it. Yeah. And I like the energy part of it. That's my favorite part of the Bronx drill sound. And as far as drill goes, like all together, I think that since Pop Smoke brought drill to like the limelight, other countries, other genres of people like are inspired by drill, and they're gonna want to mix drill with their music.
Definitely.
Definitely. I think this is a crazy start. Like, but we have yet to see like the true like spread, because drill music has always been prevalent in the UK.
Yeah.
And then like in Chicago and everything like that. But like now that it's on a different level, I feel like in the next coming years, we're gonna see some even more evolutions of drill music.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, you could even see it happening kind of right now. Like, you know, you got like Italian rappers rapping in different languages on drill and shit.
All these drill producers send me beats from all over the world.
Yo, the overseas, by the way, overseas producers go crazy. Like, I don't know what it is, bro, but like,
my God, they got it, yo.
They got
Italian drill producers, I don't know what the fuck they got in the water over there.
They are some crazy shit, bro. I don't even, like, I'd be like listening to the sound design. I'm like, yo, how did they make this?
Shout out Hems and Jackie.
Oh,
y'all's killing it.
Yo, that's crazy. Shout out Hems. Yo, so one other question I have, like, do you feel like does it ever bother you that like almost everything coming out of New York is drill right now? And like, do you want to hear like more of a variety or?
I wouldn't say like everything is drill. I mean, like there's a fair amount of R&B music to be made. Like I feel like I know a lot of cool R&B artists that's like coming out the woodwork.
Really?
It's a little slower because of drill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I definitely think that, because drill just took the spotlight, and now like Bronx drill is like the next thing in the spotlight. So it's like maybe like, you know how music goes in waves in the times.
It does.
You know what I'm saying? So there will be like a more R&B time, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure summer's coming around right now. We're about to see a whole bunch of different kinds of records that people made in the winter time.
Yo, I hope.
Yo, this is a summer record. I'm waiting for the summer for this, because then mad more shit's about to come
love
out.
summer records, bro, and I really hope, bro, because summer records kind of give you a time to really get creative, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people can kind of start branching their sound out a little bit. Like, I would love to see what people come with in the summer, yo. Like, different bounces, different tempos.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. I can't wait for summer music.
But yeah, man. So I mean, that's pretty much, you know, like bringing us up to speed with where we're at right now. But you know, if you had a gem to leave anybody with, you know what I'm saying?
Ooh, give me a topic. Give me a
topic, man. Topic.
I'll drop a few gems right now.
Shit, bro. I mean, you kind of already spoke to dedication.
Yeah.
You know, like.
You know, I could do this all day.
Bro,
I could go for an hour, motivational speech.
Listen, nah, real talk. That's why I fuck with you, bro. That's why I fuck with you, my guy.
Always.
Yo, nah, man, you know, listen, bro. I just like to tell, like, I always kind of constantly put it in people's heads, bro.
Okay, I got one. This is one of my favorite things.
Let's hear it, bro. Let's hear it.
All right. I used to tell myself this when I was an intern at the studio, and I was making no money, and I was hungry as fuck.
Yeah.
And I was drinking water at the water machine when I was hungry to stop from being hungry. And it's just like,
damn.
Yo, if you quit, you're like everybody else. You quit, you're like the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? You want to be different. Go through that shit. Take the pain and make champagne out of it. Shout out to Pop.
That's fucking
real life.
crazy.
That's real life.
That's what they needed to hear,
and that's my
bro.
perspective from the engineering side. It's just like, if you're in a studio and you're going through this internship right now and you're making no money, you don't even have to be an intern. You could just be grinding on your own, like doing this music shit, making no money. But if you keep fucking going and keep pushing and keep progressing and stay dedicated and think, how can I one-up myself? How can I one-up myself? How can I just take it to the next level? You're gonna get there. Just don't stop.
Yeah. And I mean, I guess I'll just follow that up by saying, like, listen, the people you started with, like, bro, like, the further you go into this shit, you'll start seeing people, like, lose their faith or dedication into what they're doing. You know, like, you might have a friend that starts with you and then, like, a year in, they're like, I can't keep going, man. Like, I got, like, life. Don't let life get in the way, bro. If you really love this shit, like, do what you do and don't stop. You know what I'm saying? Like,
don't let another person's energy drag your energy down.
Right.
You gotta be the shining star through this shit. If you're an artist out there, like you gotta jack your music before another person gonna jack your music.
Yeah.
You gotta really show people your energy and what you're about and make them believe you. You gotta make them believe you, because they're not just gonna believe you for no reason. You gotta make them believe you. So put that faith in them, you know?
Bro.
Show them.
You see why I had this guy on here, man, bro. Like, this dude's energy, he always dropping gems, bro. Reminds me of myself, bro. Like,
my dog.
I fuck with my boy, man. Corey Cutz, thanks for stopping by,
Yes, sir.
bro. For real,
Of course,
I
my
appreciate
pleasure.
you.
Thanks for having me, bro.
My guy.
All right.
Shake the city, we out. Bow. Yo, we could have done like a whole hour. That's it. We could have done like a whole hour.